wires crossing from signal to ground.
Imagining something and building it, it excites everybody. Yeah, it's awesome.
In this high school robotics class, a team of students from Stockbridge, Michigan is challenged to design, test, and construct an underwater robot that will be deployed in an overseas research mission.
You guys have to get to this number by March 27th. They really run our class as a business. They want to learn more about robotics, they want to learn more about business, and they want to learn more about technology.
Their ultimate mission is to raise funds and deploy the robot in the Republic of Palau to help search for missing American airmen from World War II.
It's pretty powerful to be able to say we are involved in the process that hopefully will bring your dad or your uncle or your brother home.
So I think that's a great idea that you guys came up with, that we get an Instagram and start getting our message out there. Not only do we have a group of engineering students, but they also work on the business side. It's really cross-functional training.
You'll know if you're on track to raise the money or if you need to add in another fundraiser.
Students brainstorm and strategize fundraising ideas for reaching their $50,000 goal.
Maybe some of our sponsors could donate miles.
Running the class as a business, that's how you succeed.
Facebook, Instagram.
We decided to change it and bring our project closer to home.
Learning teamwork, I'm learning communication, I'm learning to talk to people when I'm not comfortable doing it, I'm learning to present, which has honestly helped me in all of my classes. I've been doing it for 3 years now, and it's no problem to get up and present my English report when other kids in my class are, freaking out about it.
So if you're interested, you can attend. Their ability to speak in public is what's really amazing and that people don't expect.
Spent multiple days in the classroom working on that.
They do 20 or 30 presentations every year just to fund our program and to keep the program in view of the public. So they've presented at the World War II Museum in New Orleans, they presented on Pearl Harbor, they presented at the University of Michigan. They're not afraid to get up and speak in front of people and convey their idea and try to get people to support them.
So for the mission statement, we want to make it out there because some people don't know what we are specifically trying to do.
It's sort of two separate goals. One's to get us there, and the other one's to do something while we're there.
It'd be kind of cool to have us all to have one set mission. We know exactly what to say to that.
Bringing service members home is our main goal, but in that we also want to employ STEM education so that it's a learning experience to reach our goal. And you need to make a defined mission statement so that your audience and the people in the school and your donors are all seeing the same thing.
Now take those thoughts and that information, bring them back in line and focus them on how we're going to raise the $50,000. Okay?
Okay, so at our meeting, we have the film team, a social media type fundraising, and then we also have events and fundraisers. So the film team, they want to enter the White House Film Festival, San Francisco Film Festival, and maybe some other small festivals around the area.
To raise funds, we'll use GoFundMe, the account. We'll send out letters to ask for donations, have small events.
Movie nights, maybe some different workshops to help the kids.
So we can have these events, but if we don't push them on social media, then no one's going to show up and we're not going to get any money. Social media will bring awareness quick, and if you can get quick awareness, then you can get quick money.
We're not just doing book work in this class, we're actually doing real work that can make impacts on the world, and you can see the outcome and see the end goal that you're working towards.
And we're each gonna have our own account, so Jake will take over Twitter, Sam will take over Instagram, and then I'll do Facebook.
I knew we needed to raise money, but why should I do all the work, right? It's a great learning experience for the students.
Something I didn't really get to talk to you guys about is grants, even to just look on your phone at what kind of grants are out there, because it is a lot of effort to put one together. It's a pretty big essay / picture / proposal you need to put together. We are from a small public school and we don't get funding from our school, so we have to fundraise, and the more stuff we want to do, the more expensive it is.
Every certain day, a team is making a different post. That way it's almost like someone's subscribing to us on Facebook. So they get a certain post on a certain day, and they're almost looking forward to hearing what we have to say and like an update.
So we're in commercial right now, so then we'll probably 2 minutes of weather, and then we'll come to you guys.
Okay. We have to market all of our own stuff, so we're very professional within like news reporters or interviewers or news crews.
Well, we've done a dive one day and we split up our team a little bit. And one crew went out and we dove on the Oscar T. Flint.
They know that they have to be able to communicate. They'll look you in the eye, they'll shake your hand, and then they'll turn around and hit you up for a donation because they're always selling too, because they know that's the lifeblood of their program.
We are busy all year with the robot, but I think we're even busier fundraising. Last year, we started with writing like what events we wanted to do and assigning like estimated dollar amounts next to them, so that as you go through the year, if you exceeded your estimate here or you're under, you'll know like if you're on track. We have set events planned and then we delegate responsibilities to everyone, but I almost think you're more successful if you have people doing everything, because in the real world you won't just be doing math all day, you'll be doing math and science, or you'll be marketing, you'll be doing business.
The donation letters have been our biggest return on investment. Obviously, you're going to hit your grandma, grandpa, and aunt and uncle, but that's really not the market we're looking for. We're looking for the people that are making money off of you, right? It's doctors, dentists.
My mom's my dentist.
Or this year, about 25,000 came from letters requesting donations, and really, it didn't take as much time as most people thought. I think we came in one day during the summer, and everybody brought the addresses with them, and we churned out those letters all in one day. Their biggest fundraiser is probably the hardest for most people to do. They just flat out ask people. At first they don't want to do it, but they figure out how to make the ask. So we send out 10 or 15 here, but what comes out the end is usually like 4 or 5. If you're lucky, I mean, like 2 or 3 students over the last 4 years have had all 10 people they sent letters to donate, but that's usually not what happens. Being a salesperson is hard, and probably the hardest part is taking rejection and dealing with failure, but coming back and asking for somebody to buy your product again, and these kids are demonstrating that on a daily basis.
We had 10 people this year sending out letters, and you guys are only going to have 6. So I definitely think it's a good idea to start sending out more letters and make sure that you're not duplicating each other, because we did have that issue this year. We run our class like a business. We do like briefings and debriefings, and we talk about what went well, what didn't go well, because we're always trying to improve.
We want to try to contact Delta to see if maybe we can get some type of sponsorship or deal between them so that we can save some of our money. We're going to try and back it up with some of our sponsors who fly through Delta a lot.
Corporate sponsorship has become a bigger part of the project this year. They've realized that they don't just need cash. Donations in kind products and services also reduce the cost of the projects. You guys have seen past classes do it. You guys have been involved in some of their projects to raise money, but now it's your turn. And these kids have figured out that, hey, what I'm doing is great for the community and it's great for families of the MIAs. Heck, it's great for America. You should support this, and will you help us? They've learned how to ask that in a polite manner that endures them to the people who are asking help.